Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman. This amendment says that none of the provisions of this title shall take effect if any of the provisions result in reduced access to coverage under the health title. And as we bring this debate in for a landing today, I want to say to my Democratic colleagues, I'm so proud to stand with you. You're eloquent and fearless. And to Chairman Guthrie and my Republican colleagues, I want to thank you. I appreciate your respectful tenor of the debate. But we've learned a lot since the Republicans sprung this cruel and costly tax and spending package on Americans late in the dark of night, on Mother's Day no less, rushing it to committee without a hearing, shrouding the health care debate, starting that at 1 a.m. in the middle of the night. But here's what we know. Almost 14 million Americans will lose their health coverage to give the richest Americans a large, permanent tax cut, while working families will see eventual tax increases. They're going to add $5 trillion to the debt. It's fiscally irresponsible, and it is morally wrong. 14 million Americans. That's the combined population of the states of Kentucky and Virginia. Some of the largest health care cuts ever proposed in American history, harming not just our neighbors, but providers, doctors, nurses, hospitals, therapists who provide care. So this is going to impact all Americans. Here's how. They're going to bury people in costly paperwork. You slip up, no care. They're going to make it harder to enroll, no care. They're going to shrink the enrollment periods, no care. They're going to choke off the ability of states and providers to fund care. So no care there either. They're going to raise premiums and price people out so they lose care. Eligible parents and families will be forced to jump through hoops when instead they should be focused on setting their kids up for success in life. It will be harder for families to access long-term care or stay in their homes and live in dignity. Now, at the outset of our hearing that began over 24 hours ago, the Democrats highlighted folks back home who rely on Medicare or Medicaid. And the Republicans protested. They said none of those people are going to lose their health care. Well, here's what we know. The nonpartisan independent CBO says 14 million Americans will lose care. And why won't people believe what the Republicans are saying? It's because the Republicans have a track record of opposing affordable health care. While Democrats have championed the health of our neighbors, we do not believe that you should be bankrupt if you get a diagnosis. This is smart policy. We want people to be productive and healthy. In fact, you can go all the way back to the 1960s when it was a Democratic president and a Democratic Congress who originally passed Medicaid and Medicare into law, or maybe something more in the modern era. 2010, when a Democratic president and a Democratic Congress, as the rolls of the uninsured reached 25% in the state of Florida, we passed the Affordable Care Act to outlaw discrimination for pre-existing conditions. We passed a law that said kids can stay on their parents' plan until age 26. We expanded Medicaid. 21 million Americans now have health coverage because of Medicaid expansion. That ultimately cut the uninsured rate in half. We're now at a historic low in the number of uninsured. We were constraining spending. But see, the Republicans have a track record because they fought it every step of the way. There wasn't one Republican vote for the Affordable Care Act. And then go to 2017, the first Trump administration. Republicans in this committee fought to repeal the ACA. Contrast that to the Democratic record. We passed the Inflation Reduction Act, key reforms to lower health care costs, direct Medicare to negotiate prices for the highest cost drugs. We capped the price of insulin at $35, a $2,000 cap for everyone on Medicare, and enhanced premium tax credits. The track record again, not one GOP vote here. In 2021, in the midst of a maternal mortality crisis, we gave states a new option to provide Medicaid, postpartum coverage. In 2025, now here at the outset of this Congress, the Republicans are turning a blind eye. They're going down the same old path to rip health coverage away. It doesn't have to be like this. People in America deserve affordable, reliable care. And that's what we intend to fight for. From this day forward, no matter if you pass this bill out of this committee, we're not going to give up. We're going to stand up for our neighbors back home. See them, listen to them, empower them, support them. Don't rip away their coverage to fund a massive tax giveaway for the wealthiest.
The gentlelady's time has expired.
I yield back my.
The gentlelady